Let's say you're a student and you want to do well, and you read the textbook and you learn all about the conventions and so on. But you know that's not going to get you quite the mark you deserve. And the way to get a really good mark is to eavesdrop on these top ranked scholars who are organizing the material in a way which is easy to understand, critical, and authoritative. So, from a self interested point of view, if I were a student, I would think to myself, the chapter on humanitarian intervention, the chapter on the International Criminal Court, the chapter on this, or the chapter on that, there's only 6,000 words. And in those 6,000 words, there is a wealth of deep knowledge which is accessible. So that's a terrific thing. And I hope in reading it, they have not only the capacity to do well in exams, which they deserve to do, but they have memories for their careers in life, because these books are establishing a way of looking at the world which goes way beyond exams and is in fact, in many ways, far more important than exams.
I totally agree with what Conor said, but I think there is also a second type of argument which is more of an intellectual argument. As we were saying, human rights has now expanded, exploded, spread everywhere. And as a result of that, there is perhaps a sense of loss of coherence, of bringing that field again together, of course, enriched with a different experience of the fields, the platforms, the different legal systems and so on. And in a sense, this is exactly what this book is trying to do at an intellectual level, while keeping to the plurality of voices, the plurality of institutions and legal systems and platforms that are involved in this great movement. It also tries to show that there are underlying legal and perhaps also philosophical foundations that still bring it together. So in a sense, it is also an attempt to rescue the human rights tradition and all the textbooks on human rights and this and that and the other, to rescue them from a certain kind of pluralism that moves away from a common core that exists behind this great idea, and which, if it gets lost, in a sense, we're losing what is great about the tradition and the law of human rights.
Yeah.